today about someone who's very special to me, and she was introduced, this lady, in the movie Maudie, and this lady is Maud Lewis. She was a folk artist from Canada in Nova Scotia, and she was born in 1903 and sadly passed away in 1970. And the movie was so inspiring and beautifully made, by the way. So I'm very thankful to everyone who partake in creation of this movie. Very inspiring, beautiful, soothing to watch. So if anyone is interested in art and feminine or hero's journey, that would be a place to go. Watch that movie. Highly recommend. So why Maud? Why that movie was so inspiring? I obviously presume I presume only that not all of the takes of her personality, they might not be complete true, because obviously it's a movie, but the Maud in the movie herself as a folk artist from the past, but the archetype they created in the movie, it's quite moving and inspiring in itself. So so that's why I really was drawn to this person and drawn to actually speak about her and honor her. So let's dive in quickly. So I wrote a few things on my board just to not to forget the main points, because I've been thinking about this lady for some time. I've watched the movie 3 times and I don't want to miss anything that was important at that time to me. So let's say if Maud was here today, how would I honor her? I would definitely thank her for being so inspirational and encouraging. Obviously I'm not gonna go through the story, so if you want to watch that first, I just dive in straight away about the person Maud was, what she was like and why she was so amazing to me. So she, first of all, I'd like to mention really quickly, she was affected by severe arthritis, and she struggled to walk, and her hands were affected as well. So it was severe disability in a way, and especially in that time, I believe there was no social services, especially in Canada. So it couldn't be easy for this lady. But what I liked about that the illness hasn't defined her. She was very strong-willed woman who wanted to create her own path and against all odds. So that spirit of over matter, she claimed a life of her own. She was sexual, not over sexual, but she was a sexual human being. She was an artist and she wanted to love and being loved. She wanted to be a mother as well, but if you watch the movie you'll understand this a little bit more. So first of all, the illness or the disability didn't stop her from achieving some of the goals. Yes, so she had dreams and she followed them. bit by bit, even if it was very difficult for her at times, she did that, what she needed to do. And she managed to create her own reality through art. When you see a movie, her house become her art temple and her canvas, really. Then she painted paintings and little cards, but her surrounding, that was her art, and that's how she expressed herself. And the art wasn't just that, it was an emotional outlet for her. It was, she looked like she was meditating when she was painting. The colors and the shapes and the nature she was looking at her was healing. So when I watched that movie, I just could not help but see her as a sage, mystic, even goddess. Because she had that connection to nature. She was painting nature, simple. The folk art was very naive. People say naive and naive art, but it was very clear she was connected to nature. And in my opinion, we know, most people know, artists, most artists, they connected to higher self and to higher power, and they bring that different dimensions and different worlds to other people. So in what I saw, she was a channeler to higher power through her art. It was simple, very, as they call this, naive art, but the ink and the colors were quite very beautiful and vibrant, but simple, I would say, in a very good way, obviously. But the impact that art had on her family, on her surroundings, and then on a wider community, it was tremendous. She changed her household. It will look more beautiful and cheerful and lovely, and then that the art extended to wider community, as I mentioned. And now we're talking about this lady few decades after, and I think she will live in the psychic, in our communal psychics. I hope so. Anyway, she will. She's pretty amazing. So I wanted to mention, yes, the mystic. Her art was transcendental, taking viewer and us who is looking at her art to another worlds. Very cheerful, but you can't put the finger on. It's her spirit is in that translated into art. The sage. She also learned through life experience to manage her difficulties, her difficult relationship with her husband and family, and loss of her child. And she has become that sage, a wise woman, navigating her disability and becoming that intuitive and wise. Sorry, I have to open the door for my cat. Right. Oh, let me just have a cup of tea. Let me introduce to you my cat, Costa. Did you want to say hello? Okay. Oh. You've got food. So, and the last thing I wanted to talk about, It's especially impactful part for me. These days we also we talk and discuss and explore what the feminine is, and that is wonderful. I watch a lot of videos about that, and but what she represents Maud to me, maybe she was not the standard beauty at that time, and maybe she wasn't particularly beautiful on the outside, but her inner beauty and the strength that the feminine holds was tremendous. That inner beauty and strength you could see in her art, and she was nurturing, she was transformative and intuitive. And what else I love about this lady, that when I was preparing for this video, obviously this is my hobby. But I got stressed about this video, and because I wanted to make this perfect and nice and coherent. And then it's like I was having conversation with Maud, and as she was talking to me, and I got like intuitive message: just don't over intellectualize. Just go with the flow. Let the brush take you where the brush will take you. Symbolic brush, obviously. So yeah, so the intuition over intellect, that feminine side of I think this quite strong, powerful side of the feminine, and I think that's what she could teach people. The art is simple or naive, how people would describe, but yet so powerful, cheerful, emotionally charged and beautiful. If you hear snoring, that is my dog. Right, so yeah, so thank you, Maud, for being such a special person and an artist, for overcoming your difficulties, and for guiding our other artists to be themselves, and do what they have to do, and yeah, and being, little wonderful selves, and little in a good way, obviously, and just express their own feelings as it comes. So thank you, Maud, and thank you everyone for watching it. Bye bye.